Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you guys seen by the title, and if you guys seen by this look, I did do a Cardi B inspired look, or recreating Cardi B's look in her video with City Girls. It's called Twerk. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure to check it out. First of all, that song is a bomb and it just makes you want to shake your ass. And second of all, the looks that she had was they were really nice, all of them. But this is the one that stood out to me the most, I think, because it had like that pop of blue and on the bottom lash line. But I think I did a pretty good job recreating her look. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I achieved this look right here, then you know what to do and just keep on watching. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and take this yellow color right here from the Morphe Brushes X James Charles palette. I'm not sure what this brush is called. It doesn't have a name on it, but it came with a set. It's just a fluffy brush like this. So I'm going to take that yellow, and then I'm just going to start to apply that to the outer corner of my eye. As you can see, I did most of the dark colors on the outside right here. So again, just taking that color. So I'm just applying that to the outer corner and then bringing that in to the inner corner. As you guys can see, there's only like a little bit of shadow on the inside, but there is still some. So my hair needs to get the hell out of the way. I didn't set my eyes, but I concealed my eyes with the ColourPop No Filter concealer. But I didn't set it because I don't set it because the colors come out more pigmented when you don't set it. That's just me. So this is like the base color of all the other shades that we're gonna go in with. So it doesn't have to be too intense, because as you guys can see, it pretty much got covered. And then I took my Morphe M210 brush and I took that white shade out. I think it's called Canvas, and the first shade on the top row, and I'm just applying that as my brow bone highlight. And then just going back in. Okay, and then the next brush is this one. Again, it doesn't have a name on it, but it's like more of a pointed brush. And then I went in with this bright orange shade right here. So I'm gonna take that one, and then the same thing pretty much. Just apply that to the outer corner. So just like that on the outer corner, flicking it out, and then again bring it into the inner corner. So you guys can see, these colors are really pigmented. That's why I'm going in with like a little bit at first, and then I am building it up. Okay, going back in one more time. And then I actually did mix that bright orange one and this one just a little bit, just to kind of make it a little bit more darker. But it's pretty much the same thing. Apply it to the outer corner and then blend it to the inner corner. So once we have that, then I go back in with that first brush without any more of that shadow, and I'm just going to use that to blend that out. Okay, so now that we have those two colors down, this is how it's starting to look. The next brush that I went into was this one, and this one is the Morphe M502 brush, another pointed brush. And for the next shade, I went in with this darker brown right here. And this one is going to add like that intensity that you guys see right here. So again, I'm just taking a little bit on the tip of my brush because these colors are really pigmented. So I'd rather just start off with a little bit and work my way up. Again, just applying that to the outer corner like so. And then starting to blend that out and into the inner corner. Again, I'm doing it like halfway. I'm not going to bring it in all the way just because I am going to cut my crease. So there's really no point of bringing that in to the inner corner if I'm going to end up cutting it and pretty much just taking that shadow out. But for the outer corner, still getting a little bit more, and I'm going to kind of like wing it out like if I were to apply liner. So like that, and then obviously just blend that out. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into that brush that I used that orange on, and then just blend that out. Okay, and then what I did next was I grabbed this Alamar brush. It came in the BoxyCharm, and then I went ahead and I took that color above that brown, which is this one right here. That one's more like of a burgundy kind of shade, and I know that this is a bigger blending brush, but that's what I wanted. I just stamped it on over that brown that we put. I'm wiping off my brush and then blending that out just slightly, like so. And now I'm going to take again my ColourPop concealer. Just going to apply some to the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take my flat synthetic brush, and then I'm going to just start to cut my crease. You guys have seen this a million times. And then when I get to this side, I kind of just start to blend that in like this. Wiping my brush to get rid of all the excess product. So when you start to blend it out towards the outer corner, it makes it a little bit easier to give it that like nice effect, rather than cutting it like really harsh and having to blend it out with the shadow. Okay, so now that I have that down right there, what I did was I went back in with that last brush, and I took that dark color, and then I'm gonna do it like at an angle, so like diagonally like this. Okay, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that brush that we used to apply the orange. I'm going to take some of that orange and the yellow, mix them together, and just apply that over top, just to give it like that nice gradient effect. Okay, so now that that's pretty much all done right there. Now to set my lid, I'm going to take that M210 brush, and I'm going to take Canvas and mix it with a little bit of that first shade in the first row. Apply that to my lid where we didn't apply any shadow to, and then I did want to add a little bit of sparkle, so I went ahead and I mixed this one and that one up top. I don't have the paper with the shades on them, that's why I'm just pointing to them, but I like barely tapped into them, and then just going back in with that brush and doing it like so. So I'm going to move on to the face, and then I'm actually going to do my face off of camera, and then I'll be back to do the under eyes because we are going to use a pop of color. So yeah, I'll be back once the face is done. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished my face already. For the top of my eyes, I am going to add a little bit more shimmer, just because in her picture she did have like a little bit more of like that frosty white in the inner corner. So I'm going to take that Morphe M210 and I'm going to take this shade right here. So I'm going to take that one and I'm going to kind of just focus that right in here. You see how that kind of just added a little bit more of like a frosty white color. And then I'm going to bring it into the inner corner just a little bit. So now for the bottom lash line, it is a pop of color, so I'm really excited. So I'm going to go into, again, this is another Morphe brush. I'm not sure which this number is because it did come in a set, but it's just like a flat shader brush like this. So from the palette, I'm going to go into this one right here. I maybe will dip into this one like once, but for the most part it's going to be this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one. I'm going to see if I need to add some Fix Plus or some setting spray to make it a little bit more intense. But here we go. Okay, I probably will add it just to get it more like of that wet look. So I'm gonna apply some to my brush and then my Morphe setting spray. I'm gonna try another brush. This is like just a really pointed detail brush, so I'm gonna wet my brush and then I'm gonna dip into that color. Okay, it's not picking up how I want it to. So I'm gonna apply most of like the shadow to my bottom lash line, and then just to give it like a little bit more kind of glittery effect, I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade AM Amp. It's like this blue. So I'm just gonna I just gave it like a little bit, I added a little bit more blue and it's just like an intense like glitter effect. So now, I don't have like a white liner to put inside of my waterline, which would be great. Actually I do have one, but it's not that pigmented. So it works. Okay. So she did have a liner. I don't want to do liner because I know that I'm gonna mess it up. But for the sake of this video, I will go ahead and do it. I'm just gonna do like a little wing. So taking my NYX matte liner. Okay, so I didn't do a really exaggerated liner because I always tend to mess up with my liner. But this is what we have so far. I wish the blue in my under eye would have been a little bit like more bold, but it is what it is. And I'm going to take my lashes. I am using Morphe lashes. This is in the style. These are in the style Go On and Fake It. Okay, so now that the look is pretty much complete, now moving on to lips. I do want to do something a little bit more on the nude and natural side, so I'm going to go with my KKW Beauty lip liner in Nude 2. Okay, and then now for the center, I'm not sure if I want to do like a pink or like a brown. I was going with the brown, a more browny one. And this is Joseph Colors Knock on Wood. Okay, now to finish everything off, I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting spray. Okay, so that pretty much concludes this entire look. I absolutely love how it came out. I love the pop of color on the bottom lash line, and then like the nice little sunset effect that it has on top, paired with this nude brown lip. I think this look came out pretty I think this look came out really good. So if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to see more videos like this, like me doing looks inspired by other people, like I did mention, this one was inspired by Cardi B in her new twerk remix video with City Girls. I absolutely, when I seen this, I was like, I have to recreate that. There was another look that that she had when she was wearing that red outfit, but this one is the one that stood out to me the most, maybe because of the pop of color. And honestly, I'm obsessed with how it came out. You guys can add gloss, but I don't know, I think the matte looks good. I'll probably add gloss, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, this was the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, again, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't already. And I will see you guys on the next one.